Deep in the ancient lands of Syria, there lies a place of mystery and forgotten gods. This place is called Ain Dara, and here, hidden among the ruins, stand strange and powerful statues carved from black basalt stone. These statues are not like the ones we see in museums or grand temples. They are old, much older than the stories we know, and they whisper secrets of a time when gods walked among men. The statues of Ain Dara are massive, towering over those who dare to approach. Their faces are worn by time, but their presence is still strong. Some stand as guardians, their hands resting on the hilts of great swords. Others crouch like beasts, watching with eyes that seem to follow you. But the most curious of them all are the ones with footprints carved into the stone, footprints so large they could only belong to a god. Long ago, Ain Dara was not just a temple. It was a sacred place where people came to worship a powerful goddess. Some say she was Ishtar, the goddess of love and war. Others believe she was Atargatis, the mother of all life. But whoever she was, the people loved her, and they brought her gifts, gold, silver, and the most precious thing of all, the promise of new life. In those days, the land was harsh. Crops did not always grow, and children did not always live. The people feared hunger and sickness, and so they turned to their gods for help. The priests and priestesses of Ain Dara knew the old ways. They performed rites, secret and sacred, to ask the goddess for her blessing. These were the fertility rites, ceremonies meant to bring life back to the land and the people. The rituals were not like the prayers of today. They were loud and wild, full of music and dancing. The people would gather under the stars dressed in robes of red and gold. They would drink wine made from the first fruits of the harvest, and eat bread, baked with sacred herbs. The priests would chant in a language forgotten by time, and the priestesses would move in circles, their bare feet pressing into the earth, calling the goddess to join them. At the height of the ceremony, a great fire would be lit. Into this fire the people would throw small statues made of clay, statues shaped like animals, like children, like the goddess herself. As the flames grew higher, they believed the smoke carried their prayers to the heavens. And then, when the night was darkest, the chosen ones, a man and a woman, would enter the temple. No one knows for certain what happened inside. The walls of Ain Dara do not speak of it. But the people believed that in that moment the goddess herself would come down. They said her footsteps shook the earth, that the ground trembled as she walked. Some even claimed to have seen her, tall and radiant, her skin like polished stone, her eyes as deep as the night sky. When the man and woman emerged, the people would cheer, for they knew that the goddess had blessed them, and with her blessing, the fields would grow full, the women would bear strong children, and the village would thrive for another year. But time is cruel to gods and men alike. Empires rose and fell. Wars came, and the temple of Ain Dara was forgotten. The statues were left alone, their secrets buried under dust and sand. The old rites faded, replaced by new gods and new ways. Today, the ruins of Ain Dara still stand. The statues watch over the empty land, their faces worn but their power still felt. Some say if you listen closely on a quiet night, you can still hear the echoes of the old chants, the whispers of the goddess who once walked among her people. And perhaps, just perhaps, if you place your hand upon the giant footprints carved into the stone, you might feel the faintest warmth. A reminder that some gods never truly leave.